Hello everyone and welcome to my dingy, dark, dirty utility room in my basement where my dahlia tubers have been stored. Now you're seeing here this Olive Garden bag and this box and these other brown paper bags have my tubers in them. So this basement is unheated. I live in south central Pennsylvania. Depending on the temperature outside, depends upon the temperature in here. But it's pretty cold. It's not freezing. I have a dehumidifier, which I kept set at 45. And while the heat was running this winter, this didn't really need to run. But now that we're having some warmer days, it was just running here. I turned it off, so it was quiet. So this is just a little check-in. It's the middle of March, and we're having unseasonably warm weather, but not quite ready to pull out my tubers and work on getting the eyes developed. Probably the end of this month, beginning of April, I'm going to pull these out, have them in a warm area to encourage the eyes to bud a little more. But I thought we would just check in and see how they're doing here. So everybody has a different method to tubers. And people feel very strongly about their methods. And you know what? What works for one person is great, and what works for another is great. And you do what you want to do. But what I did is just remove them with some soil around them, and make sure that I marked them. So you'll notice I have some in bags with the name. I have some just sitting, and it just kind of varies from through and through. You see these ones I just stuck the tag right in the top of the stock. Okay, so I thought we would just take a look. Let's just look at Daydreamer here. Since Daydreamer's right up, I'm just going to put it on this stand here. Now you can see some tubers here. They're looking a little shriveled, but not too bad. Definitely some viable tubers in here. They're doing well. No rot. You can see my potting soil there from where I planted the tuber last year, so that would now be the mother tuber. This one looks really good. Looks nice. Now you can see here, this is all shriveled up. This is not going to result in anything. I'm not sure how that all came to be. But here, we're just going to kind of flake the soil off. So when I pull these out and I lay them all out on the table, my next step, we will just kind of flake off the soil and, go from there. Mist them with a little water and wait for some eyes to emerge. A little shriveling is expected and is appropriate because you are drying these. You don't want them to become too dry, but you are drying them. So let's take a look at another here. I see a lot of shriveled up ones looking into this bag. Who is this? Who do we have here? Oh, Red Mystery. So this, if you saw my video last year, this was a huge tuber that I bought. It was a mystery tuber. It was unknown. Produced like crazy. Just like crazy. And huge flowers. Have no idea what it actually is. So you can see this produced quite a bit of tubers and not as much soil is around these. So these are a little shriveled, more shriveled than the other one. I personally believe the soil helps kind of maintain an appropriate amount of moisture. My soil does have a good bit of clay to it. Now, I don't know if that's why that this works well for me, but you can see here at this one, chances are these ones here are not going to be viable, but this one looks good. So we'll see. I will see when we pull them out, like I said, in a month or two, or not in a month or two, a couple weeks. We'll see what comes of it. Oh, and there's some soil that fell off. So as I was concluding my video in the basement and showing you the soil that was in the bag that had fallen off that bunch of tubers, my phone died. My camera died. So I thought I would just finish this up by showing you where I had my dahlias last year. I had this whole bed planted with about 7 varieties. If you watch my last year's video, you'll see. And then I had some here, and then a majority in through here too. I just kind of plant them around where the bulbs are. So this year, we've got a situation. I was anticipating having my new shed built onto my new garage built onto my house. However, there's delays with the builder. So this is not going to be finished. This garage was going to continue on right here and go down and give me some more flower beds similar to this with the same type of sun exposure, which works really well for dahlias. So it gets sun to about 1 o'clock and then afternoon shade. So with the plan of having that extra flower bed area for my dahlias, I ordered some more varieties. Very excited about these varieties, and I'll tell you more about those. I'll probably do a video about those. But now that I don't have that area, I'm kind of in a pinch. So I'm thinking that over here I can put 1 or 2. This is a hydrangea that fills in, so I really can't put any here. But I also have some space in the front of my house I think I'm going to try. So the front of my house is all pinks and purples. And then the back, I kind of have a theme of all sorts of different colors. And look here, en route to my other area where I'm going to plant dahlias this year, I have my first daffodils blooming. And I have a couple crocuses coming up over here. So I have a lot of perennials in the front, some knockout roses, and then I kind of like to add in some annuals. Of course, I have some daffodils, which are not pink and purple, but that's besides the fact. So these are rose bushes. I have this small little bit of space over here. Now this should be coming back, but even so, I should be able to get a couple in here. So I'm a little saddened by this situation, but we will make it work. The other possibility, and I'm not super thrilled about this, so this area gets sun almost all day. It's very sunny. Last year I planted some annuals through here, tidal wave petunias, and they just kind of fill this area with color, the walkway, either side of it. But I could plant dahlias here. I don't know what I'm going to do. It would probably be pretty, but I don't really know if it would flow super well. So we will revisit that. We've got some time to figure it all out, see how the tubers sprout or form their eyes, go from there. Maybe I can find some homes for some tubers. But I'll do another video when we pull those out and we start looking for eyes.